Hello and welcome to the video. Today I'll be doing a speculation video on Murder Drones. If you have yet to see Murder Drones, go watch it now. Make sure you're catched up to episode 5, as the focus of this video will be 6, 7, and 8, the remaining 3 episodes of the show, or at least of season 1. This video will be a two-parter, so today will be part 1. Part 1 will entail only episode 6, or the speculation for episode 6, as the community post and or trailer will be coming within the confines of this week, so I will be covering that now. 7 and 8 will come at a later date. However, they will be done together. With that being said, let's get right into it. Alright, let's start off where episode 5 left off. At the end of episode 5, we have our two teams staring each other down. The common assumption here is that they will fight. So, what will happen? They'll probably fight, team up, and go to Cabin Fever Labs together. The reason I say this is that there's one key, and apparently this key is very important for getting the Cabin Fever Labs. They can't teleport in, apparently. So, if the two teams fight and don't team up, then one team will be left out, and that will be a shame considering how little we saw of Tessa, Jay, and Doll throughout the series. Not to mention, they all have a common goal and a common enemy, so it seems very likely that they will team up. This, of course, cannot be the main conflict or climax of the episode, as it will be happening too early in the episode, meaning that they'll most likely team up and have to fight someone else later in the episode, i.e. Sin, or someone Sin is controlling. Now let's get right into that. Now, here at the gala, we actually can see Sin infecting and controlling worker drones, not corrupted worker drones, not damaged worker drones, none of Tessa's drones, the worker drones of Elliot Manor. So she can infect any drone, period, right? Just so happens, as of courtesy of Uzi, there are some drones scattered around Camp 98.7, which is the location of Cabin Fever Labs. The only one who won't be coming back from this is Brandon, as his hardware was physically destroyed when his head was scaled down. And we know zombie drones can come back to life if their core is not properly disconnected, hardware is not physically destroyed, and the uninstallment process is not interrupted nor rejected. Well, we don't know about Brad or the stoner kid, but we know Rebecca, her head was intact and her main body was intact, and if she could crawl away, that means her core is intact, meaning that she actually has the probability of reviving, but Sim will probably get to her first regardless. Second off, Final Girl, her head was just ripped off. That's an easy fix. The hardware, core, and program are still all intact, so she can be revived. Woo. Oh, and if you didn't think Sin was there, well, she's been there since episode 4. Isn't that lovely? This is most likely a projection of Tessa, but since humans cannot survive on Copper 9, it's most likely Sin doing a projection. So, not actually Tessa. Especially because that was Tessa 20 years ago, and we know she's on Copper 9 in her spacesuit, so whatever. Sin's there. I imagine that Sin will actually turn the dead campers into zombie drones, or I don't know, early versions of the murder drones, similar to how V looks in this scene. And I say V because V's wingspan genuinely looks smaller than Uzi's when she became a zombie drone or murder drone, however you want to call it. And since we'll probably have the conflict occurring inside the Cabin Fever Labs, a very tight space, which would probably be somewhat similar to the inside of Elliot's Manor in terms of space you have to move in, or I don't know. It's going to be a lot of tight spaces, so it would make sense for them to be relatively smaller so that they can navigate or more freely move in the Cabin Fever Labs. You get what I mean. Anyway, it's not just going to be them. There are also potentially other drones that could be problematic. This, of course, being Jay, and in V have Uzi as an administrator now, but Jay still has Sin as an administrator, meaning that Jay can be taken over within the confines of episode 6. So this is actually nice because 4 campers turn into zombie drones. Jay switches teams. So at the beginning of the episode, we're gonna have a 3v3, and the other, and the And at the end of the episode, we're going to have a 5v5. It's actually matched up pretty well. And I imagine Jay will actually be with Tessa. And she'll fight Tessa. That will be a great betrayal moment. Even if Jay isn't really betraying her, Tessa won't be able to trust her. And that's going to be a very fun issue that this team has. There's going to be a lot of trust issues, but let's add more to the bucket, shall we? And for the other teams, I don't know. They'll probably just fight each other. I have no idea if Jay will save. Oh, no, not Jay. Uzi will save Jay from Sin's control. I really don't know if Uzi will be able to save anyone's from Sin's control in episode 6, considering the amount of time it took for N and V. But who knows? Who knows? We'll see. And that's all I got for episode 6. All right. Now that we're done with that, I would like to thank you for watching the video. If you like these videos, make sure you subscribe to see future videos, as well as hit the bell icon. With that being said, I'll see you all next time. All right, bye.